I'm getting that you've been running from yourself for a very long time, that you don't recognize yourself in the mirror anymore. There's some aspect of you that you've been running from, which is difficult to confront. But when you do confront it, it's all going to make so much sense. I'm hearing it's all going to become so clear. It's like you've been looking in murky glass, and then all of a sudden it's cleared up, and you see the point of this glass is to reflect you. And when it was dark, it didn't seem like it was doing so because in a dark mirror, it's not always visible what is being reflected in the mirror. So if you imagine kind of being in the night and looking at a mirror and like it's so dark that you can't see yourself in the mirror, but you are reflected in it, right? That's the visual I'm being shown for where you're at in your journey right now. I am seeing you take away layers of illusion and the mirror becoming lighter. So this could symbolize that someone who has been casting you in a darker light is being removed from your life. Like you're removing these holographic layers of reality from your vision of it to see clearly. And you're going to be running into more and more people who have also removed these holographic layers from their reality in order to see more clearly. So people who are not meant to be in your reality are literally seeing you with these holographic layers, is what I'm seeing. Um, they are not seeing the true you, but that is also kind of for a purpose, because if they were to see the true you, it would irritate them so much that they wouldn't be able to stand being in your presence, but they don't fully understand that. So it's almost, I'm getting allergic reaction. Perhaps people almost have this allergic reaction to your presence sometimes, if that makes sense. Like they develop skin rashes or hives, or things in their life start going out of whack when you run into them, when you encounter them. It's not because you're doing anything, it's simply because your vibrational reality is a frequency such that it dispels some of the illusions in theirs. And that's really upsetting for some people. Some people don't want to hear what's behind the mirror, is what I'm hearing. Some people don't want to see what it is behind the show. Some people want to see the show and not know who the actors are. I'm seeing a Shakespearean play right now with many different actors on stage. This could be a metaphor for your life. Like this could be almost, I feel like these are people in your life. So there's a lot of actors on the stage in your life, and they've got their masks, they've got their outfits. And then the audience is people you're less close with. I'm actually seeing the clown It. I don't know if that's significant for some of you who are watching this. Maybe scary movies are significant. And specifically, I'm seeing the Tim Curry It, so the classic one, not the newer remake. Um, there's something about like reality being scarier than fiction. So, you know how in the new one there's a lot of CGI? And for anyone here who has seen the movie It, recently, either It 1 or 2, I forget the names of them, but some people report feeling a lot more scared with Tim Curry's It because he's a real person. And that unsettlingness, that disturbance was there. It was very visible and it was very real. Whereas the modern It is almost less scary because it's so obvious that it's fake, that it's CGI. So there could be something in these people's realities of like, when you seem superhuman, it doesn't piss them off so much. But when you're real, it is scary to them. Like it pisses them off because that's the most unsettling thing you can be to them. In this world where people are comfortable with illusions, they're comfortable with masks, they're comfortable with mixed messages. Like you shine this reality that is so different from that. It's almost like you take this Shakespearean play and mid scene, like mid cut, all the actors just take off their outfits, take off their masks, and they just start talking to the audience. That's what I'm seeing right now. And you kind of have this effect on people. Oh, this is such an interesting visual. Yeah, you really can scare people. As I'm seeing this audience being very startled and unnerved because it's like all these actors have their own lives, their own dreams, their own hopes, money problems, family problems, wishing problems, love problems. Um, And people hate to see that actors have a reality to them. And so in their mind, you may seem like an actor sometimes, like you're performing a play for them. You're serving a function in their role. And something that's happening recently more and more for you is that you're becoming this disturbance in the play they like to view. And that makes them very angry. So you may be receiving some evil energy sent your way, some like excuse me, a confirmation burp. You may be receiving some like ill intentions from people sent your way because they don't understand what's happening. Um, I'm hearing like goldfish with the mind of a human. So it's like almost this like this feeling of how goldfish supposedly only remember things for like a few seconds, right? And so these people are really struggling to integrate this dissonance between this reality that you're showing them and the reality that they're perceiving, because both are true, but you have to understand when the game is being played. I'm being told you have to understand when your reality is being challenged and your reality is correct, is what I'm hearing. I hope this is making sense to whoever this message is for. It's a very interesting message for this collective. I'm hearing the word sailor. I was also hearing Bugaboo Creek. I don't know if anyone went to that restaurant chain back in the 90s, but that I remember that used to be a restaurant in the northeast of the U.S. So perhaps that region could be significant for you in some way. Maybe snow or fall season is significant for you in some way, or perhaps some other aspect of northeast culture of the U.S. Oh my god, my cat just knocked down a couple of things from a table. Hold on a sec. Okay, I've resumed the recording. I was just so in shock for a moment because my one of my cats, he jumped onto a place he doesn't normally jump onto, and then he directly walked over some candles, which I've never seen him do before. So he's okay. He's quite long furred, so he was really just more startled than anything. And I was more startled when I pieced together everything that had just happened. But yeah, there is definitely. I wonder if there's this feeling in other people sometimes of you awakening something within them that they're not comfortable with. Because I think everything is significant when I set the intention to do a channeling for the collective. Um, so yeah, there's this feeling of like people being made uncomfortable by getting too close to you, by you revealing something that wasn't meant to be revealed. Because like this poor little guy, literally some of his fur got singed from how close he got. So I like smell a little bit of that burned fur smell. And like I said, checked him over. He's completely fine. But I've burned candles for a long time, and I've never seen him jump up like that on them. Um, anyway, so there may be what else could I read into about this? There just may be this feeling of people like wanting to get close to you, but then feeling burned by you, and not really knowing totally why, which does tie into the overall theme of this messaging. I feel the messaging that is that you reveal things about people's realities they may not be ready to acknowledge, or what they perceive you to be is different than what you actually feel like to them. So when they get close to you, like you burn away illusions or you burn away truths that they held about themselves, and they have to realize, oh, maybe that's not really a truth actually. um that's pretty flammable belief that I had, if that makes sense. So that's all I'm getting for your channeling today. I'm going to go ahead and end the recording here. um I'd like to get back to posting some more channelings like this for the collective. So let me know if you enjoy this sort of shorter channeling format. If there's specific kinds of things that you want me to channel into, please feel free to leave comments, and I will read them and sort of get to know the energy better of the people who are subscribed to me, who like my content, that sort of thing. Because when you like and engage with the the videos that I put out, it helps me connect better with your energy and get clearer messages. So, anyway, I hope you have a fabulous day. You can also follow my Instagram for other kinds of content like this. It's a little bit more free form. So, have a wonderful one. Bye.